Welcome to the Scene Snobs podcast.
Oh, shit. I forgot to take that down. What's
There we
going on,
are.
everybody? Welcome to the Scene Snobs podcast. We're your hosts, McManhattan, and the Madman, Casey Plott.
Why, thank you, my good friend. A pleasure as always.
What's going on, my friend? How are you on this fine Tuesday evening?
Oh, just living the dream, having a blast, trying to keep myself collected as I've been digging through my comic book collection, reorganizing and creating a new spreadsheet. Bro, I'm at 280 already, and I still got 2 boxes left.
Dude, I have all of my comic books out. Like, I took them off the shelf because I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go through everything. I'm going to put backers and everything. I'm going to put them in plastic. Even the trades are going to get cleaned up, taken care of a little bit. And I pulled everything out, and then I started focusing on everything else.
Of course.
Like, Sunday, I spent the whole day categorizing my pops.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, I am now officially at 196 as of today.
Wow, that is a high number.
I think that's the most of anything I've ever had, besides women. Am I right?
Ew. Wait, what?
What? Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
They don't want to touch me. I'm disgusting. I look like Shrek.
You look amazing, and I'll hear none of it. Hey,
Shrek
Shrek is an attractive ogre.
He's probably the most attractive of the ogres.
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know. In Shrek Forever After, there was that one ogre that had the huge beast jawline. That was pretty cool. He was an attractive ogre.
All right, so Shrek is the second most attractive ogre.
I'm hip to that. Well, Fiona. I mean, Fiona is the
third
most. So.
Oh man, sorry, Shrek. You are part of that. You're an onion. We're peeling away your levels.
There's a lot of levels, a lot of layers.
Sorry to do it to you, Shrek, but I got a CT scan last week.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
Everything is wrong with me.
But it's all still there?
No, it's not all still there. It's definitely gone, but I may have to have a few surgeries.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, they may have to go back in and clear out some more.
Well, that's promising.
Yeah, I do not want that to happen. But I also have 2 bulging discs.
Oh, that's fun.
And we're not done. Diverticulitis.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all kind of falling apart. I have something on my lung, which is fine. They said it's okay. That doesn't have to be operated out. But like, I have a pain on that side. So like, I don't think it's that. So we're going to have to figure out what it is.
Awesome.
So I had a CT scan to find out why my side was hurting. Not the kidney, like up here.
Right.
Like why I was hurting. And I found out everything else.
That's incredible. That's amazing to find that many issues.
Oh my God. You should have seen these doctors, because I straight up walked in and was like, I don't trust doctors. I don't like doctors. I don't believe they're here to help me. And that's just pretty much how I feel. I was like, you can send a nurse in. I believe she'll help me, or he'll help me. And that doctor did not like what I was saying.
Well, yeah. I mean, you basically called into question his entire profession and career choice.
I don't care. You know how many doctors almost got me killed because they would not check my kidney?
2.
No. Oh, no. It's like 4 doctors and 3 specialists. I had to find it. Took 5 years. You remember when we were working together, and I was just in immense pain going to the doctors all the time. And they're like, no, it's this. No, it's that. No, it's this. And then I almost died last year.
But you didn't. I think it's important to remember that part. You're still kicking, and now you have all these problems to fix, which are just more adventures, and you can accessorize during the healing.
I did start working out, though.
Nice.
And I feel pretty good.
Well, you look great.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I started eating right, started working out. I'm going to document everything in a brand new Disney Plus series called The Maximum Effort.
Nice. I love it.
That would be that'd be a pretty good name for a show.
Mine is going to be right alongside yours, but mine would be The Withering, because I've just been not eating from stress. So it's another way of losing weight. It's very effective.
Don't do that. Actually, I read somewhere that if every hot dog you eat, it takes a half hour off your life, but every peanut butter and jelly you eat puts a half hour back on. So I'm just canceling everything out, like 1 dog and 1 peanut butter and jelly for lunch every day.
What about corn dogs? Because I definitely had a corn dog today. So
I think that falls in line, buddy. I'm sorry.
But well, if it was a bowling alley corn dog, it might be in a full hour.
That might be a full 7 hours. We don't know about the bowling alley food.
I mean, I trust it. I figure the stuff inside of it has to help my gut bacteria, right? Like they won't fight.
I hope so. Look at me. I hope so. Actually, let me ask you this. I know we got topics to get to. I know we have people to say hello to, but
Hi, everybody. I love you all.
We'll say hello right now, but we're getting to you. Don't worry. So I want to change it up real quick. We're going to get to the topics, but I want to change it up real quick. Just crappy food, straight up shitty food. Mm-hmm. You don't care. What are the places that you're like, yes, game on, I'm ready to eat there? Bowling alleys are definitely one for me.
Bowling alleys, I'm always in. I don't know what it is. Something about walking in, that smell, that aroma, just it captures me. I need bowling.
I don't know what it is about walking into 70s, 60s, 70s, or 80s decor places that look just so dingy and out of touch that I'm like, yeah, sign me up. I'll eat.
Yeah. Oh, any place that's gross and looks like, anywhere with lawn furniture. If there is just lawn furniture indoors, that place is a fucking 10. I promise you that place would knock it out of the park.
Actually, Connor and I had an idea in college because we used to hang out on my back porch in my house in college where we rented. And we were like, we should totally open up a bar in Maine called the Back Porch. And all the furniture inside is just like lawn furniture like us. And then outside on like the porch, it'll just be like couches and stuff.
It's brilliant.
That's
it's a wonderful idea. It's unfortunate you didn't jump on it then because the hipsters got it.
Damn it. Well, they didn't get it. They just can't afford the good stuff. So it's just like they're like, we don't need money.
Well, it all started at IKEA. This is where this idea was born.
It's true. Actually, I think the best food place to go eat is probably the arcade, right?
I mean, I love eating at the arcade, but the arcade I go to is one where they also serve beer. So I kind of need to eat at the arcade.
We need arcade and like bowling alley food at conventions, which is what it used to be.
I mean, I feel like they had that.
They did, but I feel like now they try to go a little bit overboard.
Well, because it's delicious, so why wouldn't you? I'll take overboard.
I'm not saying it is delicious, but like if I'm at a convention, I need to scarf down some nachos real quick. Need to throw down a couple of dogs, some chili and cheese on them.
I think if anything said about what you spoke on earlier about all the
can't
things
do it now, but
your body, I think maybe
do it now.
Pumping the brakes a little bit.
No, the brakes. Listen, my body is pumping the brakes. They're like, nah, dude. No, even my brain was kind of like, slow down, dude.
Yeah,
seriously, we know we want, but slow down. We want to be alive for it. So let's.
I mean, I had the corn dog, and the guy asked me, he's like, "Well, what kind of sauce do you want to dip it in?" And my initial reaction of nacho cheese, because that's what you do. We're humans. I had to say no and go with ketchup. I felt really bad. I'm kind of sad about it.
You should never feel bad socially about that. You should only feel bad like medically. Like you're biologically, your body should be the part that feels bad, not socially. Because I will dip things that are edible straight into some nacho cheese sauce. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, of course, everything wins, dude. I was eating popcorn out of nacho cheese sauce before it was cool.
I know, right? Isn't that the best?
I love that.
My wife drives her nuts whenever we order like Papa John's or something, and I save the garlic dipping sauce for my popcorn.
It's so
She's
good.
like, what? She's like, why? I'm like, because it's amazing. What's it? Actually, AJ says food trucks are the best.
Yeah.
But it's true. But we're talking about garbage food.
Like
you're talking about like there's some food trucks out there that are like legit. Remember when we worked at the building and like those food trucks would come by all the time?
Yep.
I had better meals at food trucks than a lot of restaurants.
Oh, agreed, man. There were some lobster rolls that were amazing, especially when I was out in LA. I got to do that wander and just eat at food trucks. There was a hibachi food truck for crying out loud. I had hibachi. It was so rad. It was so delicious. And then you walk right to the next one and get a dog and then some tacos. I had some fried shrimp tacos that were just blew my mind.
Dude, I wonder what's the best thing to dip in nacho cheese sauce?
Tacos, a fried taco.
Oh my god,
dude!
All right, we might be ending the show early to go get some chalupas.
My heart is immediately going, stop it.
I
You
know.
need to stop it.
You think your heart's telling you to stop it, Mr. Thin Lizzy? Like, my heart is over here like, please no. Please don't do this to me. I can only go so far.
Can only do so much. Don't push me harder, please.
Your massive 6'8" body is only scheduled to go to 50. Calm down.
You don't need to race to the finish line.
Cheeseburger and nacho cheese sauce. Oh,
yeah. Or Juicy Lucy.
Get
one of those. So you cut the burger in half, and then you put the cheese in the middle, and then you grill it, and then you put that on a Krispy Kreme donut as the roll.
Oh, you're sick. You're sick. You're sick. You're sick, Beth.
That nacho cheese.
Oh my God. Actually, gourmet grilled cheeses are amazing. They're truly fantastic. I do try to make some myself sometimes for the kids. Actually, we did one night because they're always asked for grilled cheese sandwiches. And I go and I get like 6 different types of cheese. I slice it thin. I'm ready to go. And I start cooking and I put it all together. I put some seasoning on the bread. Like I did it.
You're just a regular gourmand. Look at you
Oh
go.
my God, dude. Oh my God.
Goodness.
It was cheese heaven.
Oh, I love all the cheeses. Did you get some Gouda and Brie?
Oh, Brie. I definitely got some Brie. I got some Swiss. Got some American. Got cheddar. Like I got
Gruyere?
some. No, stop it. Now you make me hungry.
I want it now. That's what I'm.
Now I want a 7-layer cheese.
Did you have a nice baguette sliced, or would you go with a little sourdough? I love sourdough grilled.
No, we went with like a little. We didn't go with like regular bread, but like it was still sliced that way. Like it was like fancy bread that I picked up. Let me tell you, I made it for them, and they were like, "I don't like this," and I was like, "I hate you."
Because kids don't like that stuff. I tried to feed it to my daughter, and she was like, "I'd rather have Kraft singles." I'm like, "What? Like, what is wrong with your tiny palate?"
I know. Actually, AJ, I used mayonnaise on the inside, and I used butter on the outside. But yes, that is a great. You can use either or, and mayonnaise with it is a really good one.
I've done it before. You know, mayonnaise is trash, but I have tried it, and I can say it's not bad. But butter is king. And it better be like good, like Kerrygold sweet cream butter.
I am pulling up some comments, but I do want to say, like, hey, everybody, like, we see you, Kathleen, Karen, Paul, Radar, AJ. Thank you for the regulars that come out and hang out with us on Tuesday nights. We truly appreciate you. Have you tried breaded cheese? I have. Mozzarella sticks. I'm addicted.
No, well, bread cheese is like the bread cheese, right?
It's like cheese. But it's for bread.
But it's on bread.
Yeah.
So there's extra cheese.
It sounds amazing. I have not tried that, but I have heard of it. I watch a lot of those cooking shows.
Mm-hmm.
I love sourdough grilled cheese. It is good, but we didn't have any. Yeah. But I did get bakery. Yeah. But they didn't like it anyway, so I wound up eating all the sandwiches myself.
Well, that sounds fantastic. You should have called your friend and been like, "Hey, Casey, would you like some grilled cheese sandwiches?"
I should just invite you over next time and make the gourmet stuff and then just eat it in front of them. And as they're like,
yes.
You don't like that. Too bad.
We can review how delightful it is and laugh at them while they eat their peasant bread and their non-cheese cheese.
I feel like we need like investors to jump in and just make the Scene Snobs shows where we can go and just eat food places.
I'm in.
It's wonderful.
Let's do this.
It's wonderful. We got to get there.
Do the food challenges, man.
It's cheese that you have to heat, like pan fry, or you can microwave it. But then you put honey on it. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
Honey, yeah, I'm definitely not aware of this. This sounds fantastic.
This has to be a Michigan thing. The Handies up there love their weird stuff, like the pizza that they call the best pizza in the world, but it's really a cake. Like Detroit style pizza is a cake.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. That's fair. I just thought about bread cheese now. Like, what if you put a brick of brie and build like a bread bowl around it, right? And then you let that whole thing bake. And then imagine that.
Oh, man, that would be wonderful.
Just a wheel of brie cheese in the middle of this giant bread crust.
There's so much, though. There's so much. You got a heart attack. Nope, I found it on TikTok. It's a Handies thing. I bet you they're from Michigan because all you guys love your handy stuff up there.
One of the U.S. or however they refer to themselves.
But whenever Dan and Tim are texting me, I'm just like, "What's up, Handies? How you guys doing?" 'Cause they're up there. They're up there loving it, and they'll be listening to this later. So I'm giving them their shout out because they're wonderful. No, but won a can of Peeps Pepsi last year.
That sounds terrifying.
That does sound terrifying. I
That's
can't handle
awful.
Peeps.
Mm.
So I hope everybody had a good Easter. Or
Yeah,
Passover,
seriously.
whichever.
Hope everyone had a great Easter. Also, we're steadily approaching 5 weeks away.
Oh yeah, man.
Carolina Fear Fest, bro.
I've been asking left and right these questions, trying to figure them out, and finally, I'm not doing like the last one. I'm not going to give it away because it's tomorrow's.
Okay.
But I recorded it tonight, and I didn't. I got one completely wrong. I'm like, oh, that's not even close. It's not even nearly right. So I'm like, shit, you better be there for me when I know that lifeline.
You know I got you, brother.
I hope so. I can't do it. Kathleen, stop sending me messages about bread cheese. I just said I need to lose weight. They can make me buy it. Come on.
I mean, it does sound amazing. I am excited to see about this bread cheese, just for research, of course.
I do want to check it out, but I don't want to die in the process.
I was going to say, I want to know exactly what it is that takes you, so I'll be aware.
Bread cheese.
Bread cheese, man. Bread cheese. Nah, I can't. I'm not cool with bread cheese. It killed my best friend.
Radar, you get one question. I'm giving you one.
One a day.
He's gonna pick out your best 3 questions.
I'm just gonna be researching the hell out of it the whole time.
Yeah, cheese is keto. You know what else cheese is? A heart attack waiting to happen. It's clogged arteries. It's keto for you. So a guy who's in shape and moves around all day. Not for me, a guy who's like suffering many things.
Yeah, cheese, the not so silent killer. It's pretty loud, actually. It's aggressively killing.
It's gonna kill me. I'm gonna die. That actually leads us to my first topic of the night.
Ooh.
So Casey, I was watching Better Call Saul, the new season.
Yes.
And I was watching a couple of law shows the other day. And actually, weirdly enough, this came up without. This came up not from a law show. It came up when I was watching Roadhouse.
What?
Yeah. Okay. So, quick explanation. Roadhouse is a debacle of how do you break this many laws and there's no cop in sight until the final bad guy gets shot. And I'm like, how does this trial look? Because there's multiple dead bodies everywhere. You have the town proprietors in this town just standing over the dead bodies, and a bouncer who's all cut up, beat up, and his car is now smashed into the outside of the house.
Yeah, it's completely logical.
So none of this makes sense to me. Through it all, first of all, the fact that the cops, I don't care if you have them like paid, the fact that nobody showed up when they drove that Bigfoot through the car dealership, it's like, I feel like the cops at some point have to be like, dude, you got to tone it down.
Yeah, but a lot of the logic back in those days were also characters just walking up to someone else and going, I'm a lawyer. And that meant something. Like
That's true. That is true. Which brought me to so I was thinking about that trial. How does that trial go? How do they walk away saying, oh, this is self-defense? And because like he ripped that dude's throat out.
Yeah.
And that one was not self-defense. He was running.
Was he though? Maybe he was going to get something else to use against him. Just saying.
Possibly, but he kicked him off his motorcycle as he was running away. And then he ripped his throat out and left him in the river. So
it's a reach.
After the guy blew up his landlord's house. So it is a far reach.
You know what? There could have been something wrong with the investigation. You'd have to find someone who would be willing to put in the legwork to research how all that evidence was found and collected. I
feel like if they really wanted Dalton gone, all this guy who had the cops in his back pocket, I can't even think of it, Brad Wesley or whatever. All he really had to do was legitimately have the police gather evidence, and Dalton would have been thrown in jail. Yeah, because there's no other ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Which is funny. The more we've learned about the police, like later in time, and as time has shown us what historically has happened, certain inaccuracies and flaws. It's amazing that they didn't do that more. It would have ended a whole lot of movies. There are a whole lot of movies they would have been like, nope. Oh, we found you with this on you. Guess what? You're done. Let's go.
You mean how Ghostbusters, the EPA is the bad guy?
Exactly. Because it is.
I mean, they did blow up a block in New York City.
According to them, that is in that area. Well, I mean, if that guy was the head of the EPA, of course he's a bad guy.
Well, that's the thing. That's what people don't tell you. I love Peter Venkman, but you can't tell an EPA agent to fuck off. Like, you have to tell them what they want to know. It's not a secret. You don't get to just keep it a secret.
You don't get to say nothing.
It's where our ghosts go. We need a little more information than that. You're drawing enough. Oh, it's me. You're drawing enough power to, like, run New York.
Yeah.
All I know is when it comes to the law and movies, it's weird. But that's not what we're here to debate. Casey, you're up for murder.
Yep.
But here's the stipulation. You did it.
Okay.
We're not going to pick any victims, anything like that. We're not running a trial. I want to know who your top defense lawyer from television, not movies. I want television defense lawyer to come in and help you.
Okay.
Now, remember, you're guilty.
Oh, yeah, no, guilty as sin. They got me. So I kind of covered this one for a minute, trying to figure out who I wanted. Saul Goodman is up there. He was a heavy consideration for being guilty from this position. I definitely don't want Jack McCoy. I don't want any DAs from Law and Order. Like, I don't want anybody who's going to, or someone like Matlock who might think that I should be thrown in jail.
Yeah, there's definitely a moral code with him.
Right. So I'm trying to avoid anyone with a moral code. So I actually landed in this position on Jackie Childs from Seinfeld.
Yeah, but he never wins.
Doesn't matter. Jackie's going to spin it. He's going to spin it for me, and it's going to change it. And I could be the one that changes and gets his win.
You know what? That's probably. I mean, listen, he was based on Johnny Cochran, and let's be real, he got him off. So,
yeah. And I also the other one that I was looking at was Denny Crane from Boston.
Crane from Boston Legal.
I love Bill Shatner as a lawyer. I think that was where.
Yeah, that was a good one.
One of
his James Spader together were really good.
Oh God, James Spader was fantastic in that too. But if Denny Crane's doing it, James Spader's doing most of your work, so they're definitely going to find it out. I'm free and clear. Jackie Childs is just going to cost me less money. So,
see, I have to disagree. I'm going to go against using a prosecutor. I'm going to hire a prosecutor. What are you guys, psychic? I was going to say Dan Fielding.
Oh, man.
So everybody has said exactly what we've been talking about as we go along. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I was going to say Dan Fielding. He's sleazy. He doesn't care. He is a prosecutor, but I think that you can get him on a defense. Like, especially if it's something that's like high profile. Yeah. And let's face facts for the Scene Snobs.
We're going to be huge. I mean, we're Lionel Hutz money, baby.
Lionel, oh my God.
We're big fellas. We're big timers.
That's still one of my favorite lines ever in The Simpsons.
Which one?
I ran over his dog once, so he hates me. Well, replace dog with son and ran over with repeatedly.
Repeatedly. Once with repeatedly. That's right.
Radar says Johnny Cochran, he counts. He was on South Park. Yep. And they also did a show about him. So
I mean, yeah, the American Crime Story.
But I can't, actually, let's just face facts. We're just going to get Jacoby and Myers.
Oh, yeah? That's what, not Franklin and Bash?
Oh, my God. Do you remember that Jacoby and Myers was always on TV? And actually, remember William Shatner started doing their commercials for them?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That was amazing.
That whole, if you need someone you can trust, if you've been hurt.
But I always say the A-Team whenever that came on. Because it kind of sounded like it.
Like they were about to lead into it. Yeah, no way. Instead, it's some Mike Slocum.
It'd be a logo in front of some books on a shelf. And it's just
every time. And that way they could just swap out which name it was and just have a bunch of and just change the name every time. Bill Shatner had to have done like 40 of those.
Well, let me ask you this, though. If you were innocent, who would you get? Does that change your opinion?
Yeah, absolutely. Then I'm getting Matlock.
And it's got to be Matlock.
Matlock always got the innocent guy off. Like Perry Mason. I don't know. Perry Mason's a little too hard line. I just don't want to deal with Perry Mason. He's kind of a jerk.
So. Yeah, that's fair.
Matlock, at least, he's going to be fun and there's going to be folksy wisdom. I might learn a lesson. I might learn something about myself and grow as an individual with Matlock.
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, shit, you just got to get Matlock. Is what it is.
Yeah,
because Matt, like you said, if you're innocent, Matlock's going to get you off. It seems he goes that extra mile, which is funny because the police don't investigate the murders; they just grab somebody, whoever's around, and then you turn it over, and it's like, okay, Matlock's doing the investigation.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
I mean, go listen to Matt talk. They talk about every episode, and you know he wins all the time.
Every time. Because he's amazingly good. Actually, AJ brings up a good one. Viola Davis.
Anything with Viola Davis.
With Viola Davis, dude, she could defend me all day.
Mm-hmm.
That How to Get Away with Murder was fantastic. I just started it and it was really good so far.
And she was a lawyer in that too. She was a law teacher, but she was a lawyer.
Yeah, I mean, she's still a lawyer and she's brutal. I love it.
Love it. All right, she'd get me off.
Listen,
I realized for all of our podcast listeners later on what that sounded like, but I meant she'd get me off that murder.
Right, of course. That's exactly what you're going for.
Yes.
It wasn't about, a reach around or anything weird.
Judge Judy, she would throw the book at us.
Yeah, oh God, no matter what we did. Innocent or guilty, it wouldn't matter. She'd just look at us and be like, I have so many things to say to you too. And it would just
you cursed in front of that cat, and then she'd literally throw a book at us.
Yeah, actively.
Cannot go with Judge Judy. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
She would. I know she was a lawyer beforehand, but she's all judgment now.
No, nothing but.
So we're talking
Harvey
about
Birdman would be a good one. Harvey Birdman deserves some love.
Harvey Birdman is a good one.
I mean, I did love Harvey Birdman. You'll never get off though.
She was a lawyer. She's just not a lawyer now. And I'm afraid of that. If we're talking movies, Mackie Howler, Lincoln Lawyer is such a great movie. It is a good one. Mickey Howler. How can Mickey Howler?
I would say the Rainmaker. Matt. Oh, what's his name? Matt. Wow, did I really just blank? Not Ben Affleck. The other one.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. So Matt Damon from the Rainmaker, I would want defending.
Oh man, he's too young, too inexperienced.
We're going movies. I mean, look, you can just go later. Like he ends the movie with some good experience.
I know exactly who I'm going with. Keanu from The Devil's Advocate.
No, really?
He's not losing.
Wait, but which time? Before or after?
Both. He's not going to lose. It resets. He'll go back and get you off. Now, should he have gotten that pedophile off? No. Well, technically, that is his job, regardless. I'm not saying that he should have.
So the profession is terrible inherently.
That's true. But if I don't want to go to jail, I'm going to hire him.
But that's why we're not supposed to judge. The Bible tells us not to judge. So that way we don't get mad at lawyers.
I mean, it's such a catch-22. It's like you are getting killers and pedophiles and stuff and putting them back out on the streets. But that's what you're hired to do.
But if I ever need that help because I get into a drunk driving accident or something terrible happens or I'm ever accused of murder, I want someone who's going to defend me that same way.
Exactly. Just take all of it out and go do the job.
Yep.
But it's got to be. And I feel like most lawyers do that in this crummy justice system that we have. That everybody
weird, crazy, mixed up world we're all part of.
But I do feel like we were talking a lot about old school stuff, and it got me thinking about our next topic.
Okay.
And that's kind of like this one kind of came up. I was just like thinking about stuff that I wish was still around. One being toys in cereal boxes.
Ooh.
My kids are always eating cereal. There's no toys in there anymore. And they don't believe me when I tell them there used to be.
I pulled one out the other day. I had a little toy and I showed it to River. I was like, see, this is what we used to get in cereal boxes. And she was like, really, Dad? Cereal boxes?
Yeah.
Toys would just show up in cereal boxes. She was so skeptical about this. I was like, what are you talking about? Of course they would. Cracker Jacks. I tried to explain the cool stuff we got in Cracker Jacks. And she was like, no, we just get the little sheet and then you use your phone or whatever. It's a game.
It's so ridiculous that they don't do that anymore. Like, when did cereal just gain merit to say we don't have to put toys in it anymore? Like now it's just
when the price of everything went up. when gas prices went up, man, the freaking 90s, man.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Everybody got richer and everything went higher and all the prices went up. And then 2000s rolled around and they're like, wait, we don't have money for any of this because of the bubble and the economy crashed. And we were like, well, we have to make sacrifices. So cereal's out of toy or toys out of cereal.
It's such bullshit. I feel like this is just there had to be something. No, I don't think it was the inflation. I think something happened where some idiot kid swallowed a fucking ring that came out of a cereal box because he was an idiot. And that's what I'm sticking by, an idiot. And they were like, no more toys. Like, somebody ruined this.
So somebody definitely took this away from us.
Yes.
And it wasn't high level executives. We're thinking it was someone lower who just messed it up for the rest of us.
I just think it was a stupid kid who ate something. Like, that's the one thing, like, I tell my kids all the time, is don't put shit in your mouth.
Yeah. Well, but it's terrible, the amount of things they put their mouths, because they try to use it like a dog. Like, they have to figure out if they can taste it, then they can eat it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But also, that is how we survived and humanity has become this, is by playing the greatest game of can you eat this?
Can you eat this? Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, and it's bread cheese.
Bread cheese, y'all. Can you eat this? Sure.
Actually,
will it kill you? Yes.
At 40 years old, can you eat this is like, should I eat this?
Yeah, no, that's a whole new different world. The can and should. 50 is going to be set by whatever we decide at 40. So,
Captain Crunch Submarine. Yeah, I had that.
Ooh,
funny. I have all the Star Wars collectible spoons. I remember those.
Yeah.
I remember the Kellogg's ones that had the straws. They were the spoon straws.
Yep.
I bought a cereal from Full Moon, cereal, DVD, and a mystery bread. Well, that's the way it should be.
Oh, well, I need to get that then.
Yeah, right? Yes, they removed them due to choking hazards. I hate kids. Here's the thing. If you don't want the kids to... I know. I think kids are ruined.
That was just so aggressive. Like, you really just nailed that, bro.
I don't even collect toys. No. I mean,
right, 2 for 2 in literally 10 seconds.
There's so many things that I'm saying that are wrong right now that I don't even realize are wrong. But how is it a choking hazard if you just leave it like taped to inside the box?
Well, because kids still take it when their parents aren't looking and then try to eat it.
Then that's natural selection.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it. At the same token, if you can protect a little bit and safeguard against some idiots, it does help.
No, I can't do that anymore, man. There's too many idiots. The problem being is, like, my kids open up something and it's like, oh, shit, is this edible? Is it a toy? Or is it something that I'm not going to be interested in?
Animal, plant, or vegetable. Animal, vegetable, mineral. Yeah.
It's like that's all 3 things that we go with whenever they're for it. And they always attempt it to be a toy first. They don't, like, immediately pop it in their mouth. Like, they know what candy looks like. They know what cereal looks like. I feel like because there's some stupid kids, we underestimate all kids. And it's not okay. And this is my TED Talk. I'm running for president in 2024. Vote for me. My running mate, of course, is always going to be Mr.
Hi. Don't worry. I'll be in charge of military stuff. We'll have lots of fun.
You better believe it. It's like, well, you walk in and you just... Can you imagine that? Let's imagine, for the sake, I'm the president, you're the vice president, and you run in and you're like, listen, Mr. President, because I'm going to make you call me Mr. President. Mr. President, President Manhattan.
Hey, President Manhattan. Every time.
President Manhattan, we have a problem. We have, Russia screwing up again. And it's like, well, can we try hugging them? Is that the first? Can we try that first?
Well, that's always
maybe they need a hug.
Because they probably need a hug. There's a lot of people who just need hugs. They'll feel better if we have hugs. All we need are hugs and beer. And that's part of our platform.
Yeah. Well, let's have a drinking contest with Putin and then get him in the room and then just swiftly beat the shit. Well, swiftly get somebody else to beat the shit out of him. Not us.
No.
Let's face facts.
Clean hands.
No, I didn't even clean it. We would just get the floor wiped with us.
Of course. Dude, I barely have a callus over here. Are you kidding me? I'm pretty sure if I swung on Putin, he would laugh and have like 9 shots on me before I was hitting the ground.
I'm not. Hey, listen, I'm not hero praising or anything. The guy, because
no, he's a piece of garbage. He needs to be fucking burned. But I am that inept a fighter. It is not.
I'm not
It is
even
not how good he is. It's how terrible I am.
I'm not even a bad fighter, but I'm not like dude who fucking sits in rooms with bears fighting.
Yeah, trained by the fucking KGB. I think that states it all. He's a piece
Yeah,
of,
I'm not good. But we can get Rambo or some shit. He'll do it.
Ooh, yeah,
Hugs,
let's get a
chugs, and
Rambo.
jugs.
Hugs, chugs, and jugs. Welcome to America.
And it's us talking, and then we always lift up the jugs. Like we're not talking about that. We're clean. It's literally jugs with XXX on them. Like we're gonna do a band after this.
Yeah, I got it. We'll do the Swamp Boys.
That's true, Radar. If little Timmy eats too much paste, he doesn't make it to the first grade. Natural selection. Yep. It's sad, but at the same time, what are you gonna do? I want my toys back in cereal.
I mean, I understand you wanting your toys back. I'm actually going to take all of those cereal toys and, as vice president, use them on my miniature maps. So that way, as things happen around the world, I'll be like, all right. So you see the miniature Raphael? He's going to be over here representing England. And then I'm going to take this GoBot that came in like a 1986 Frosted Flakes.
Oh my God.
That's all we do. We just collect those.
Guys, how do you expect me to be president if I don't have a decoder ring?
This is bullshit. Well, I can't decode my secret journal. I watch National Treasure. I know what's happening.
Somebody call the Kellogg Company and get me a decoder ring and all boxes of cereal now.
That.
Make America hug again. That should be our motto.
Maha.
Make America hug again.
It's Maha.
But consensual hugs.
Well, yeah, of course. No, you never approach a hug without asking. Yeah.
Make America great by asking people if you can hug them.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then air hugs are cool too, man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sometimes self hugs from far away, like if I'm hugging myself but thinking of you. That was a good hug.
Buddy. I'm not doing it. I like real hugs.
That's fair.
I just shut down. Which country's leader is Megatron and which is Shredder? Well, clearly Megatron is going to be China.
Yeah, absolutely. And Shredder will absolutely have to be North Korea.
No, Russia.
No.
He doesn't have a shirt on.
Russia gets a bear. You remember all those miniature animals they always came with? I used to get those. They had the nature line because it was boring and in between movies and cool shows and stuff, or they didn't have the rights to something, so you'd get a crappy little bear. Or they did have the cool dinosaur skeletons. I did like those.
Those were cool.
Yeah.
You know what I wish we could have back more? And if I was president, I would make this happen. I'm just going to make promises, but I will make it happen. Oh, I missed the time frame of Halloween season and Christmas season where everything on TV was just like for those holidays. Like every commercial, like for every company was a Halloween commercial. Like, and they were epic. They're all great. It just seemed like Halloween was a party all the time.
Yeah.
And then you got to Christmas and it was just cozy. You know, like you have the Pillsbury ads, the Folgers ads and stuff. And you're like, this is cozy. I love
the Nescafe ads.
Yeah.
Which even the Nescafe did that stupid understated thing where it was always the neighbor coming over for some Nescafe. But when it was actually the holiday season, they would have like a Christmas tree in the background and like a random Santa hat on a table. That was it. It was still the most sparse apartment ever. Like these people lived like cult. I'm pretty sure it was the Nescafe cult. I think it was actually just they all live in one building, and they were given like one thing every season. Like here you go, you get a mask this year, and then next year you get a pumpkin to hang. Like yeah.
I don't know. It just pisses me off because it seemed like every TV show had a Christmas episode or Halloween episode. Every commercial was just filled with they were doing it up. Remember all like the Elvira commercials for Bud Light back in the day, and just the truly fun ones. Every like fast food place had like Halloween based toys.
Oh yeah, man! Remember the chicken nuggets from McDonald's that you could change out their outfits? Bro, those were amazing.
You know what pisses me off? You can buy Funko Pops of the chicken nuggets that you can dress out.
Wait, you can buy toys of the toys?
You shut your phone. They're not toys. They're collectibles.
They're minerals, Kathleen.
I don't run around playing with them. I just like to look at them. That's it.
It makes it worse, man.
The same shit as comic books. I don't want to hear it.
Let's set them up and let's have them fight each other, bro.
I don't want to have them fight each other.
Well, they can fight with hugs.
Nothing. I find nothing more pleasing right now than the fact that we have our people watching and they're quoting stuff to get to each other. Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? And then Raynor goes, "Why, yes, I do." Drives off. We've got commercials being acted out here in our comments, and I love it.
It's amazing. I used to love all the seasons, that the way they did the seasons, the way they handled the seasons. But that was also because at that time we were around cable, we were around our providers. People only had so many channels, so of course logically we would grow out of that. And unfortunately, now we're at a point where we have to rely on shows to not have an episode in July for their Halloween episode. You know, that's just what happens now. It's the way it is.
I really miss that. I do really miss the fact that we had some really cool stuff like back in those seasons. Like, it just seemed like every company put money into commercials that was just like, let's celebrate Halloween because it's amazing.
Yeah.
And now we live in a time where it seems like everybody's all like super into Halloween. And it's okay, and like the geeks are alive, but none of them became marketing majors and were like, "Hey, let's keep doing this."
Well, they did. They just went to other places, and then they decided to make money elsewhere, like the Mercedes-Benz.
Well, fuck those.
Where they don't have to use those anymore because they no longer need their seasonals, and they have their seasonal commercials. Every fucking car commercial, every goddamn jeweler commercial, they all come on, buddy. They're all there, still in force. So they're marketing hard. It's just not the cool shit anymore because most of those places went out of business or would cause cancer. So they had to stop running them.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So actually, Zach is here. Let's fight.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, we live in a society.
Which is like a bubble.
Not a society which is good or allows us to have Halloween commercials.
Where we're inside and then we grow and become something different.
I do want to say I was on Zach's show the other day, PowerPoint shutdown, and that was so much fun.
Oh yeah, dude! I was on last week as well. It was fantastic. I love it. They are great, man.
PowerPoint. Yeah, I hope they'll have me back. That was a good time.
Agreed.
Spirit Halloween does still market pretty well, AJ. You're right. But it's one thing. If you and I know you remember this. Everybody remembers this. Every commercial was like there was some kind of special coming on, where it was like Dunkin' Donuts had like special. Like, they don't even do those well anymore. They have the spider donut, and that's it. They don't really do shit.
I mean, they still have them. It's still there. You just have to go there and then see their one little pop-up tent. I mean, I feel like the marketing, it's been transitioned. It's moved because it no longer exists in the world where we walk to these stores, where we go out and get more entertainment physically. We're able to stay home and have everything delivered and have it be on our time whenever we damn well want it. That's what the consumer has done. It's pretty incredible, but also does mean we make those sacrifices. It's difficult because the season isn't the same as what we had growing up. So now we have to try harder to make the season mean more to our kids, which is kind of crazy.
I, for one, am super annoyed that I don't have Elon Musk's money to just do this. I would do good in the world. Like, first of all, $10 billion. If I have $243 billion and $10 billion serves world hunger, write you a check. Yeah. Who's going to do it? Who's going to make sure this gets done? And we'll do it. That's it. Then I'll help some other people.
Of course.
Definitely.
Well, you'll be a benevolent billionaire. So
all I need is $1 billion just to stay in the red. That's it. That's all I need.
No, need more money to go spend more money. Also, what I think you could do is like put together, just shoot random commercials for people. I think that'd be hilarious to have $1 billion and be like, all right, so I already did your run for Halloween, Thanksgiving, all these Rosh Hashanah. We're set, man. I got you all linked up. We're all set.
No,
we're gonna do this.
What I would do is I'd make them shoot their commercial and say, you have to have a Halloween commercial and a Christmas commercial or a Hanukkah commercial. I don't care. I'm buying the running times, the advertising. So I'm spending my money in that time frame of year. Everybody who wants it, you're getting on network or you're getting in cable, and we're showing. I want everything to be a Halloween commercial. You people gotta work with me. You got to get it together, and then I will buy your ad time.
You know, it's funny when you talk about that because what I always like harken back to is the ABC TGIF rundown when they would always have those commercials. You're right; those seasons, every season, every episode, there was always a commercial in between. Plus, they'd always have seasonal episodes. Like they did a really good job. I do remember that kind of run working very well. It's unfortunate we don't have that anymore, but you know,
We actually have a huge conversation going on in the. I did not know this either. Spirit Halloween is getting a movie. What?
What
Is it?
Why?
I don't get the concept. I didn't know where this came from. No, the concept is why Spirit Halloween is getting a movie. Is it?
I mean, that sounds completely absurd unless it's why? Well, hold on. Do they have some characters we don't know about? Are those things that they have, the big stand-up movie animatronic things, are those like theirs? Does Spirit Halloween own those?
I don't know if I'm looking in the right place. All I know is Spirit Halloween gets star treatment. There is a Spirit Halloween movie in the works.
Okay. I hope Matthew Lillard's attached.
Me too.
Right.
So this is now again. This is not me, everybody. I'm just reading. According to Variety, the movie will be a family kids adventure movie. It stars Christopher Lloyd. The synopsis of the movie is a new Spirit Halloween store appears in a deserted strip mall. 3 middle school friends who think they've outgrown trick or treating make a dare to spend the night inside the Halloween night store Halloween night. But they soon find out that the store is haunted by an angry evil spirit who has possessed the creepy animatronic characters. The kids embark on a thrilling and spooky adventure in order to survive.
That sounds terrible. That sounds terrible.
Becoming possessed themselves.
No, that sounds terrible.
It does. I mean, why call it Spirit Halloween though? Like just
because it's got name recognition, baby.
That's a Goosebumps episode.
It is a Goosebumps episode. Exactly. Give me Goosebumps. Why don't we have Are You Afraid of the Dark? Actually, is Are You Afraid of the Dark still going?
Yes, it is. It got renewed for season 3, and actually, they're doing a pretty good job with it.
Cool.
I watch it with Tommy, and Goosebumps is coming back on Disney Plus.
Oh, good. Thank God. I've missed that. So that's what we need. Forget. Yeah. Oh, maybe the Spirit Halloween will just be like an intro, and people will go, "Oh yeah, I remember this. Let's watch some more Goosebumps again."
Yeah.
Inspiring to watch that crap.
I do want to point out that Zach says that Mick was too good at PowerPoint and Casey was just good enough.
Just good enough to be there. It's very exciting. Well, I mean, those are some heavy hitters, man. Dylan, Zach, and Michael is big boys.
Some nobody spectacular event coming in late November. We're going to start filming the Scene Snobs commercial for it. Which you're going to get.
That'd be perfect.
So we are winding down, and I wanted to talk to you because all right, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been watching a lot of Pluto TV lately.
Yes, you have. I'm aware.
I've been it's nostalgic because it's like watching TV back in the day.
Right.
My kids get annoyed because they're just like, oh man, there's so many commercials. It's like, you shut your mouth. These are like 30 seconds. You know, it's like, calm down. You don't know what it was like.
Commercials were great, man. You used to be able to get up, go to the bathroom, get a drink, maybe a sandwich, and then get back and your show's starting again.
or telling them like, listen, if you didn't tape an episode of your show and you missed it and you didn't catch it during the summer or they didn't show it, it was gone. It was gone until DVDs came about.
Yep. Like DS9, bro. That's why DS9 I struggled with because I only saw like 2 seasons complete.
Yeah. So actually kind of turned me into all right, I'm not gonna lie. Like I've been watching a lot of Family Ties. I love that show.
No, what? Really?
Yes. What, you didn't like Family Ties?
I loved it. It's one of my favorites, man. It's just funny that that's what you're back into. Like that's what's locked you in.
I love that show so much. And Michael J. Fox was he was a genius.
He was brilliant.
He could turn a phrase with Republican talk that just was like so turned on its head. It was amazing. And he was just brilliant at it. And I loved every bit of it. But I was watching a lot of things. So like the lawyer thing also came up because Julie Louis-Dreyfus played a lawyer on that show. She is a vampire because like she looks exactly the same. You know, still today. Like
I mean, from Troll, bro. Literally from Troll. I always go back to that scene in Troll, and I'm like, all right.
Yep.
It hasn't changed.
But it got me. The Family Ties theme got me thinking about TV theme songs and what happened. This whole night has been kind of like about what's happening to society that we don't have cool stuff anymore.
Well, what I'm hearing is you're missing your cool stuff a lot from your past. And this is you bringing up all the things that you wish were still around that were great, that still are great, but they're great in the world they existed in.
No, I get that. I'm not asking.
They're wonderful.
I don't think the Family Ties theme works on a show today. What I'm saying is that was powerhouse music right there. That was Johnny Mathis wrote that, and he was one of the singers. Then you have like the Night Court theme. That sax solo rivals all sax solos.
MASH, bro. Come on.
MASH. Boom. Like, you know, it's
stainless. Different strokes.
All of them were brilliant. And they were like, they had the orchestra out. Everybody was going. You had people writing this stuff. Now, come on. You don't have that anymore. And people are much more disgruntled and curmudgeon-y. Hence, they're making a Spirit Halloween movie. I don't know what it has to do with anything, but hence they're doing it, is because people don't have that music to lead you in. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Cheers. Wings.
I mean,
I love Wings. Wings, the subtlety of Wings was one of my favorite parts of it, but it still had an intro.
Taxi. The subtlety of Taxi, I will rival anybody else because it is such a there's some every Casey, listen to me, get closer to the screen. Every song back then was money to what the show was. It was perfect. Yeah. It was pitch perfect, if you will.
Baywatch.
And they went Baywatch. Look what they did with it. It was perfect. And then they started taking it away and just rolling credits. And they don't put any love into it. You need to put love into your show like that. It was just brilliance at its best.
I mean, one of my favorites that I still lead into most conversation with will be Schlemazel, Hassan Pfeffer Incorporated. We're going to do it.
It's wonderful. I'm not singing that.
Oh.
I'm not that great at singing, so I don't do it.
Hey, man, it's not for them. It's for us.
I'm old and curmudgeon-y now because I don't have new theme songs. Like, that's why shows suck nowadays.
You're seriously so curmudgeoning. I can see you just flipping through Pluto and being like, the Love Boat. They don't do like that.
They have a whole channel. They have a Love Boat channel
anymore.
I watch the Love Boat. They have a Matlock channel. They got everything on Pluto. I absolutely adore it. I was watching 227.
Golden Girls is one of the best.
I watched 4 hours of 227 earlier. It's perfect. And that theme song was brilliant. I love that everybody really jumped in on this, and I love it. Mateo, what's going on? Thanks for joining us.
Hey, buddy.
The Facts of Life wasn't too bad, but Saved by the Bell is at the top. Saved by the Bell is a good one, but it's not at the top.
Saved by the Bell?
Cheers over Cheers.
Yes, but
no,
bro, come on. I don't want to go where
Perfect
everybody
Strangers?
knows your name. I want to ride low in my chair.
Perfect Strangers?
Know that I'm there, and if I can turn it in tomorrow, I'll be all right.
Family Matters. Family Matters. Come on. There's no debating this.
Like, I mean, Full House is up there too.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Full House. The Jesse and the Rippers really wailed it on that one.
They really did.
Even though
they crushed it.
Boom TV presents What Happened to My
America. Yeah, exactly.
Bring me on that show. I'll talk all day long.
Here's
what happened. You want to make America great again? You shut Donald Trump up and you bring back TV theme songs. And
TV theme songs. I feel like there would be a rise in joy at better TV theme songs.
Yeah, there 100% would be.
There are also some amazing theme songs. Like, I mean, Game of Thrones was pretty strong.
Knight Rider.
Not quite a theme song, but it was still that intro. Certain intros can still be impactful. Firefly. Firefly had a killer.
Good one, yeah.
That was a great intro.
Enterprise.
Well, it definitely makes me feel like I have faith of the heart.
I had to. I throw it
in. Anytime I do it, oh, well, Next Gen was amazing, but once
Next
again,
Gen was amazing.
Well, because you get the words, bro. You get the intro and then the like. I mean, it's wonderful.
So good, but like they brought in that because the original is really good. Don't get me wrong, but they amped it up for Next Gen.
Well, yeah,
great.
But the original was so 60s with a
We have some insight. John says TV theme songs went away because the show run times were shortened to make room for more advertising. It's a sad reality. It is.
Yeah. It's dumb.
The skip intro button exists and is used hard. Fine for binging. I get it. But when I'm watching TV, I want my theme songs. I want the option to listen to it.
It's ridiculous how you are turning into this. You know what? Back in my day, it was way better. And it should all be like it used to be.
TV theme song. The only thing I'm saying first of all, I am not a let's bring back the 80s guy. If anything, I'm like, these kids got it right. But what I'm saying to them is, as you get older and you start taking over kids, bring back TV theme songs.
Yeah, TV theme songs need to come back because that would just make everybody a little happier to have some catchy tune that you can just be humming along to, and you can randomly meet someone out in the world who goes, oh, I love that show, and then you start singing it together and you have a moment. Friends prove that.
Man, they're killing me. They're killing me, especially when binging shows. I don't need to hear the Outlander theme song 13 because the Outlander theme song sucks.
Well, and then there's the expansion, which is one of my favorite intros ever. But yeah, I skip it.
Yeah, because it's not a theme song. It's not the right one. You don't skip the Cheers theme song because you're like, that's amazing.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. Nobody does.
I even skipped the Scrubs theme song. I admit to skipping the Scrubs theme song, and it's one of my favorites.
That was like one of the last great ones, too.
Yep.
That was so good.
Listen,
when you're binging, you have to skip. You have to. I get it, but that option should be there, and it should be a good song. It should be. That is like a book's cover, and you should always judge a book by its cover.
Well, what about that Arcane? Their Arcane Netflix show. They had a pretty good one.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's the new Imagine Dragons song. Some about I'm an enemy or some such. I don't know. They bang around a lot and scream enemy. It's Imagine Dragons. That's all I hear.
I actually do like that they changed the theme song genre for Outlander each season, depending on what is going on in that season.
See, that's cool.
Killing me.
I love that. It's way better than having Faith of the Heart play every time I want to watch Enterprise.
Make is a grumpy book. I'm not grumpy. I just want theme music back that's good. That's it. That's all I want. I want you to actually try. And there's so many musicians. There are so many, and I'm not saying that it needs to sound like the melodies of the old days. They can update it and make it new to today.
Yeah, what's some of that Woody Guthrie? That's when there was music. Yeah, give me my old tin can steel guitar.
I hate you. Imagine Dragons. Yeah, the greatest band of the 20th century.
Yeah.
No one's talking about Happy. Listen, I watch the Happy Days channel too. Trust me.
Yeah, and we all know that Sunday, Monday are happy days. Tuesday, Friday, happy days. Wednesday, Thursday, happy days. Weekend's here. Ah! I feel like I want to hear that in like a punk rock version. That would be pretty sweet.
Listen, you can tell the story in the theme song too. A la The Odd Couple. Mm-hmm. Worked. People don't do it. It's so annoying.
Could be done.
They Might Be Giants did the theme for. Yeah, it's a great one.
I love that one. That was a wonderful one. I just actually read something where someone, Malcolm in the Middle, or Shared Universe. Brilliant.
I believe that. First of all, I need to curse out Kathleen real quick. Gen Xers.
Hey, easy.
She was on the show last week. They didn't know why.
No, we're Xennials.
She is 29 years old, and she called us Gen Xers.
Yeah.
We're not that old. And I'm older than him, so I take even more offense to it.
You should. And you have way less gray in your beard than I do. I mean,
I don't know.
But you have way more beard than I do, so I guess it's a wash.
It's there. This ain't blonde anymore. Let's see. The Kathleen, you're a millennial sass. Get off my lawn, dang whippersnapper.
That's right, John. We ain't gonna have none of that around these here parts. You go and take that.
This is the problem. This is the problem with so many people. This is the problem with the majority.
This is a what grinds my gears segment if I've ever seen like the whole.
Everybody's pissed off because this is the thing. Everybody's jumping on me because I want TV theme songs back. That's the problem. Everybody jumps on somebody when they're like, I want this. I want this from the old days. And they're like, we can't do the old days anymore. You know what they did back then? It's like, yeah, lots of bad shit. But there was some good shit too. There was some good shit.
I don't think anyone's giving you shit over it. I'm giving you shit over TV.
Oh no, I'm just
because
fucking
it's funny.
I'm just playing into the curmudgeon bit.
Let me
I just
tell you
want my
about
TV
everything
things.
else. Hey, I think we shouldn't follow a guy's lead who just had to close down InfoWars. So
Yeah, that idiot. Thank God.
moron.
Should I just start screaming at the top of my lungs that he's not real?
Yeah, that's new game.
New game. He's not real. No. We all know that he died in Jason versus Freddy. Or Freddy
Yeah,
versus
exactly.
Jason.
That's when he kicked it back, and before that, in New Nightmare.
Are you threatening us by taking your sass away? Or are you threatening John? Because we didn't call you sassy. We called you a pain. No.
Yeah, no, I actually will say I will not be happy losing your sass.
No, don't lose. We don't want to lose your sass. It helps keeps us young.
Yeah, exactly. It inspires me to continue whatever this is.
Less story, less arcs, more theme songs and credits.
That's all. That's all we want. In
Only
fact,
on network shows.
I want no arcs. I want it to be 23 episodes where the characters don't grow at all. In fact, if I could have some regression on it time to time with never learning the lesson, that would be awesome. And I want it all done in 17 minutes so I can get 3 to 7 additional minutes for just my theme song.
She's a pain in the sass. Too soon, John. Too soon.
This guy, he's so punny.
It's too soon, John. Too Many Cooks is the greatest theme song ever. What's Too Many Cooks?
Don't know. But I love the idea of it.
Is it the theme song, The Benson? Is that what happened?
I don't know. I legitimately have no idea.
Should have a segment of the show. What makes Mick tick?
What makes Mick tick tick boom? I think that would be pretty good.
Well, I don't know what makes me tick. I mean, who knows at this point? Things are just kind of put together.
Yeah, they're all just cobbled in there somehow.
But what ticks Mick off? We can do that.
Yeah, it's a gloriously long list.
That is it. Yeah, I mean, I can't do a podcast about what ticks me off. I mean, we'd have content for like 30 years, but
seriously,
there's something always.
We could do one called Feather Ruffling.
Yeah, actually, I would love for you guys to go over to the Discord and make your lists of your top 10 TV theme songs.
Yes.
Do it in the general and invite people to the Discord, damn it. Also, we're looking for moderators, so if anybody's interested. Sorry, I keep cutting poor Casey out.
It's all right, brother.
It's what makes Mick tick, and then it's what ticks Casey. What ticks the madman off?
What angers the madman? Yes, I actually know. I want to do what disgusts me, because what disgusts me, I always get way more brutal. So I think that
yeah, that's true. I listen. There's so many things that could be possibilities.
The English Patient. I'll break down the entirety of who wrote it, who directed it, who worked on it.
Oh, you guys are crazy. Too Many Cooks, Too Many Cooks, Too Many Cooks. I don't know what that's from. Just keep saying it over and over again doesn't tell me where it's from. Do I need to go and watch Pluto right now and try and find a song called Too Many Cooks?
Probably. That's where I think this is leading.
Well, it depends on what era this comes in. Because my wife is noticeably getting annoyed with me watching so much Pluto and those old TV shows. Like some movies pop up and she's like, "You're watching that again?" I'm like, "I will watch Zodiac every time it's on TV."
I don't understand how you do that.
It's so brilliant. It's such a good movie. You're insane. It's so good. It's so good.
I can still never get behind it the way you do, man. But I mean, look, I continue to watch Starship Troopers every time. I don't know why. Shawshank Redemption every time. Braveheart whenever it's on. Like
I've been watching a lot of Get Shorty lately.
I Get Shorty never did it for me either.
God damn it. Do I have to get a new partner? But you're the best at it.
These are the only ones that I talk about is when we don't like the same forever watch movies. Like when we lived together, you would be crashed out, like, or chilling, like, dude, this movie's on. It's a gotta watch. And I was like, not for me. And then I would be in, like, have the TV on Shawshank, and you'd walk in, I'd be like, it's a gotta watch.
No, not Shawshank. Shawshank is always a gotta watch.
Oh, is it for you? Okay.
Oh yeah,
all right.
100%. Jaws.
I was watching something that for me is a gotta watch. Well, any Star Trek movie, no matter what, I have to stop at it.
Actually, Pluto's playing a lot of Kickboxer lately, so I've been watching a lot of that.
Oh my lord.
I will watch that all day long. And that's not even my favorite in the series.
Good lord.
What makes Mick tick and makes Casey mad? Oh, that's a long list.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I have many things that make me mad, and mad means many things.
Oh, it's an Adult Swim skit. Well, thank you for at least telling me, because I was going to go crazy. Oh my god. Well, I feel like we've done all we can do with this. So
yeah, I think we've gilded the lily as far as we could.
So before we get going, guys, just so you know, remember we are representatives of Carolina Fear Fest, the Horror Hope Find Festival. This 2 weeks from now, we will be there. We'll be doing interviews. We'll be presenting movies, stuff like that. So that's in Winchester, Virginia. But Carolina Fear Fest is the next big one. It's the end of May. Make sure if you head to thescenesnobs.com, there's links to go get tickets. So make sure you do that. Guys, we have let people know we've kind of stalled a little bit on our YouTube getting to 1,000. We're at 606. We have another contest at 700, 800, 900, and 1,000. So tell your friends, share it out, let us know, give us likes on this so that way we get put out there in the algorithm more. But thank you guys so much. We're having a good time with it. The podcast is doing really well, and we appreciate you guys being a part of that and doing that. We got the merch store, we got the Patreon, we got everything else going on. We will be announcing the giveaway winner for the month of April for our Patreon next episode, and we'll let you know who won that. So but yeah, until next time, if you want anything Scene Snobs, go check out thescenesnobs.com. Right now we have a wonderful review of Dumbledore, the Secrets of Dumbledore. And Casey and I did a breakdown on the Thor Love and Thunder trailer, so you can go check that out, and tons of other stuff. So lots of fun, lots of crazy stuff. Casey, take it away, my friend.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you so much for spending the evening with us, or afternoon, or whenever you happen to be listening. It's a pleasure as always. We love and appreciate you. Make sure to take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself and be kind to each other.
Couldn't have said it better myself, so I won't. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. I'm the Scene Snob, Mick Manhattan. You can check out the Scene Snobs podcast live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel, or all podcast platforms afterwards. Also on our YouTube channel, you can check out great shows like Real Combat, the ultimate debate show for movie lovers, mixed movie picks with new recommendations every week, Geek Fest live every Sunday night, and new movie reviews and news all the time. Like and subscribe, then hit the notification bell so you know when all of our new episodes drop. Thank you so much to all of our amazing Patreon supporters, with whom this would not be possible. They help keep the lights on and support us in such big ways. If you would like to become a supporter on our Patreon and take advantage of all the perks like monthly giveaways, early access, and so much more, head on over to the Scene Snobs Patreon page and just sign up on one of our 2 tiers. Join our awesome community of geeks, movie lovers, and so much more, and join up on our Discord. The Scene Snobs Discord is now live, and you can head over to thescenesnobs.com for links to there and more. The Scene Snobs merch store is now open with original fun designs that are available on all different types of merch and apparel. Check out thescenesnobsmerch.com. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to all of our social media accounts like TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and so many more. We have fun updates, topics, we talk about collectibles, and so much more on there. It's a great time. You can find all of our links to everything on thescenesnobs.com or on our Linktree, which are down in the descriptions below. Thanks again, everyone. Stay tuned and stay geeky.